What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Vancouver's Worst Drivers. Let's get this video started with the suspected DUI crash here from Sean in New Westminster, and fortunately nobody was hurt, but man, this just shows, ladies and gentlemen, just don't drink and drive. So this driver up ahead looks like they ran out of gas right here, almost in the middle of the intersection. And can anybody comment below whether they themselves or if they know anybody where this has happened to them? Because I just don't understand how you're in a large city, how you run out of gas. Like, there's going to be a gas station within a couple blocks of this location. Up next, we got this video from Robin that this has got to be one of the weirdest red light runners I have ever seen. I mean, it's almost like they're trying to do a U-turn into the left turn lane, but then they're going to cut everybody off. Like, no. When you live near a traffic circle, but you're too lazy to follow the traffic circle rules. This cyclist is truly living on the edge. Climate activists hate big gas-guzzling vehicles, and let me tell you, after they see this video, they're going to hate them even more. This guy has just never heard of off-track in his life, just drives over every single bush and just drives right into this tree. How did he not think that was going to happen? You may have a green light to turn left, but the other driver, they've got a green light to go straight. Immediately when I first saw this video, I knew that this left turn was a bad idea. Being on the correct side of the road is just so 2022. From what I can recall, there's a lot of no U-turn signs at this intersection, and there's probably a pretty good reason why.
Oh, he's down. I know. I killed him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you don't know where the e-brake is in your vehicle and you don't know how to release it. Now, someone reached out to me on Instagram and was saying, that they were unsure where an e-brake was in an Evo. I don't know because I've never driven an Evo, but most vehicles, it's either the handbrake or it's by your left foot, but clearly this person hadn't figured it out yet. When he captured this wild crash of someone who's just a little too excited to leave the stadium. Since when did signaling and shoulder checking become so hard for people? Driving a motorized scooter would be terrifying in Vancouver because you are just simply a sitting duck in one of those. So do people like this just not care, or are they colorblind? Because I'm just leaning toward them not caring to explain this one. So Aqua Studio sent in this clip, and take a look at the truck here. Just below it, you can see a car trying to overtake it or turn right at the exact same time. Really bad timing and a really bad decision here. Not exactly sure where this car thought this truck was going to go. So keep your eyes straight ahead here. You're going to see this SUV on the right-hand side in the HOV lane come across, cut this blue car off, and it resulting in the blue car hitting someone to the left. That's why sometimes dodging people can end up costing you a lot of money. Use your turn signals and shoulder check. It's really not that hard. And then we've got another prime example of this. This driver is trying to do U-turn. Ryan told me that yes, he used his signal here to pull away from the curb. Obviously, this Hummer doesn't, and Ryan honks, and then this guy decides to try and make a statement by just parking there. Oh, that sucks. The one spot she probably parked or something and it just lands right on top of her car. Oh, that is unfortunate. Ouch. This person's going the wrong way. Oh my gosh, really? Sometimes you gotta think like a 5-year-old when you're driving. Stop and look both ways before you cross the street. It seems like one of the most dangerous things you can do is turn left through cars that are stopped because for some reason, everybody just assumes that no one else is there. It seems like people are having a harder and harder time coloring within the lines, driving within the lines. And here's an example where this guy cuts SMG off and then had the audacity to yell at him in a parking lot later on for this exact move. It's great that they looked left to make sure that no one was coming there that way first, but I think they forgot to look right as well. I don't think any driving instructor is ever going to approve of a move like this when you're learning how to drive, so why do it later on in life? Before I continue with this video, I want to quickly thank this video sponsor, Atlas Driving School. I know it's not even Halloween yet, but folks, Christmas is coming. So if you're looking for gifts for anybody looking for driving lessons, be sure to check out Atlas Driving School. All the information is in the description below. Plus, there's a promo code for 10% off all of their driving packages. So be sure to check them out. All that information, again, is in the description below. I guess this must have been identified as a hazardous crosswalk, which is why they installed the lights. But if nobody looks for them, then what was the point? Many of you are going to recognize this location. That's right, it's across the street from the VPD headquarters. And this motorcyclist is going to use the crosswalk as a way to get to the front of the line. Wow. And then Darius also has this video where this guy is literally holding his marijuana joint out of his car while he's driving, and his driving shows. Well, I guess after you, sir. And then up next, we got a couple of clips from Arnold, starting off with this one of his driver just cutting Arnold off so slowly. Sometimes when you're driving slow, it doesn't mean that you're driving safer. And then if you look at the timestamp, just a minute or so later, you got this driver hanging left and running an extremely late red light. Here's kind of a puzzling moment. I know this area is just notoriously bad, and yet here's another clip. This driver is trying to signal right. I guess my initial reaction was, oh, they're meant to be in the far right lane and they're trying to go straight. Nope, that's definitely not the case. So I also get a lot of clips from this spot in Richmond where people are driving the wrong way. Is this just because Richmond drivers suck? Is it because the city has done a horrible job, laying out the streets here or signs? Let me know in the comment section below what's going on. Here's another dreaded location as well. The infamous entrance to IKEA in Coquitlam. I don't know how many times I've seen this myself where people are driving the wrong way. If you're thinking about turning right and there's a lane beside you, just don't even do it. Just don't even go there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And be sure to stay tuned for a couple of dashcam review videos from VFO. And I'll be hopefully cranking those out in the next week or so, so stay tuned for those.